Need high-quality video to promote your event, business, or band? We can help.
We're Pixel Pond, a video production team based in the Pacific Northwest, providing high-quality content to clients across the U.S. and Canada.
Whether you want coverage of your live event to promote for next year, or need a camera and a camera operator for your next big project, we can accommodate projects of all sizes.
Your story is important. Visit pixelpondllc.com or send an email to info@pixelpondllc.com to get started today. We can't wait to work with you.
Parental warning. The following podcast is rated T for teen. Please podcast responsibly.
Coming up on Gamers Week podcast. Opening the show with another good look at Marvel's Wolverine as Insomniac shows more Logan in action. It's set to be more linear action-adventure when compared to its studio's Spider-Man games, as was showcased in the chunk of gameplay, which also featured X-Men's Jean Grey.
The other thing that I love is the new meme that's going around that arm hair is the new horse testicles. Because of the level of detail in Logan's arm hair.
I was like...
That's the, Red Dead Redemption
Red
2?
Dead Redemption,
Yeah. Like, gosh, they're right. It's fantastic. So detailed.
Arm hair is the new horse testicles.
Yep, it's all the way up the shoulder.
Well, that's the thing about Wolverine. He's a hairy little guy.
Yeah, that is one thing. They should definitely make him 5'2" for...
Yeah.
I hope that's one of the skins that you can get for him.
Who's this adorable little Harry Lou Retton? And I'm thinking, what if I just did that and kind of... And then it took everything in me not to start chuckling and smirking.
Could you do me a favor? I don't think I quite got the visual. Could you do that noise one more time?
I don't remember what the noise was. See, I can't remember.
See? No, the last part was good. That was good.
So the choices for the cold opener or this is what we got.
I vote.
How about neither?
I think this is going to be one of those beep, 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 beep.
Probably. I'm already in my head like, how the hell am I going to fix this?
Sorry.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Well, we still got 2 minutes before we go live, so I mean, we can think of something.
You know, that one noise that she makes, it's like press X for doubt. It's like a,
The Anchorman, I don't believe you.
No, it's you've podcasted with someone for 215 episodes. You notice their small little, their quirks.
And 74 episodes before that.
Yeah.
You get me.
So in 11 episodes, we would have done 300 together.
Dang.
Seems that way.
That's a long time to podcast with somebody.
You sick of me yet?
I was sick of you before we started this show.
And yeah, you're still here.
Pays the bills, baby.
Does it?
It doesn't.
Say, wait, you guys are getting paid?
Right, exactly.
Will that suffice?
That will suffice.
Okay.
I still think we should have gone with it.
Well, it's not too late.
It's not too late to go with.
It's never too late.
Well, on that note, why don't we go ahead and kick things off? Welcome to Gamers Week podcast. Like the name says, we analyze the best, the worst, and the weirdest headlines the past week of the video game industry. This is episode 215, and today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. I am retrogamebrews, aka Ryan, and I will be your host for this evening. And I've got two complete morons with me.
All right.
That I would like to introduce to you right now. I don't know. I'm just sick of like a very fine co-host. So I was
Right.
figured I'd tell the truth. All right. First up, is a woman who will steal your lunch money, give you a swirly, and pull your underpants right up your butt cheeks. Blue Williams. Blue, how you doing today?
It's an unsung art given a proper swirly.
Were you in school? Were you a bully? Were you somebody that did that teased people? And
No, but
okay.
if as an adult someone might have a bully kink, I can be open to
There it
role
is.
play.
Look at that, right? I mean, we're talking about, side gigs and revenue streams. Boom, right there.
Give me your chocolate milk. Pulls up their cheeseburger, takes the bun off, spits on it. Here, eat that. Oh, God.
Didn't we talk about that
They love it.
on an uncut about a guy in a, vinyl suit?
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we did discuss it.
Speaking of which, our next man is a man who makes up news stories we never talked about on the show and tries to gaslight into us thinking we did. Donnie, how you doing?
It's not true. I know we discussed this. I know for a fact that we discussed this specific
We
topic.
100% did not.
Right.
I would remember.
The funny part is that no one's going to know exactly what we're talking about because I know that part of the pre-show banter is not going to make the episode.
Sure not. And it's not in an uncut. Otherwise, we could check the receipts. But by it not being there, there are no receipts.
I have to go back through our group chat and see if it's there. I'm pretty sure we discussed it.
Okay. You let us know.
Wow.
The G stands for geriatric.
Where am I?
All right. Did you ever show up to school portrait day wearing a pair of parachute pants, LA Gear high top sneakers, and a fluoro windbreaker? Donnie's nodding his head. Yes.
Yes.
If so, you probably have back pain now, and your comfort deserves to evolve with you. This is why Blacklight is not just creating gaming chairs. We're building a movement for healthier, freer, and more inspired work, play, and creation. For listeners of the show, Blacklight is offering a 15% discount using coupon code GWP26. Visit blacklight.com/GamersWeekPodcast or follow the link in the show notes. And let's jump into our reviews, reactions, and requests. First up from Tesseract Unfold, Sony needs to restructure Bungie. There's too much talent there to just close it. But it's a shell of its former self. Bring somebody who's been learning from Insomniac or Sucker Punch leadership to run Bungie.
I mean, all of these game studios that need to be restructured and saved and whatnot. I don't think Bungie's going to be any different.
I think one of the things, though, that you get with Bungie is that it does have some nostalgia value in its name. So
Yeah.
if you could bring somebody back and bring it, quote unquote, to its former glory, there is some worthwhile value in the name. So completely getting rid of it, I agree. I think that's probably not a great choice. But it's like when it's under new management, like you go to an next restaurant, it says under new management, kept the same name of the restaurant from before and the food sucks now.
Right.
All right, next up, Dragon ARC says, I think Bungie mismanaged themselves and Sony were too hands off at the start, which is crazy when they dropped 3.6 billion to acquire the studio. Maybe he's not wrong. I mean, you take over a studio and then you go, you figure it out. They didn't.
Well,
They didn't
it's the
figure it out.
whole thing. Bungie was doing well before Sony bought them, and they were just like, hey, okay, with that caveat, they're like, you're like an adult that can take care of yourself. Only that adult is 30 years old, has never been outside the house, and likes dino nuggies.
You, sir, do not disparage the name of Dino Nuggies.
I saw some at Costco the other day. I almost picked them up.
I'm a Brontosaurus. Right. All right, last up. This one's for you, Donnie. My N64 games comment came off a little meaner than I thought. Apologies to Donnie.
I don't even remember what his comment was about the N64.
That the games don't suck. You suck.
You were shitting on it.
Oh, well, just so you know, like you might like something that we don't, and we might like something that you don't. So it's all about personal preference and taste. We are not shitting on you as a person. We are just shitting on the fact that you like the N64.
We're just shitting on everything you love.
So facto.
It's not personal.
Exactly. It's got to be your bowl.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and shout out our patrons?
We couldn't do what we do without the help of our gorgeous patrons. Here are the generous folks supporting Gamers Week on Patreon. Bill Tucker, you know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. Fruitcakes, I hate it when my Schwartz gets twisted. Pickled pepper. Ducks with thick thighs. Absolutely the best podcast. A work in progress. Funyuns, the Spotify comment daddy. Bob's and Dugnut. Blue's little sis. Perler daddy. Retro gaming dev. Retro blast Pat. B&T Zilla guy. Still bummed about Onosato, Hoshorio, and Ionishiki. Should I stand Wakataka Kage now? I should have had you read that, Ryan.
I know. I was like, why is there reading this?
Sammy gets it for us.
It was close. You were mostly there.
Crunchy Kong, Artie the Strongest Man, Frank Grande, Love Retro BTW, Steven Sand, Ramboski, Terry Kinnair, Don't Make Me Pull This Car Over. The best part of waking up is games with coffee. Hybrid Divide, You Fall Before Me, the Let's Play, Princess, La Shorty, the Pixelpon family, including Shannon and Luke and the Skee Ball Daddy, Zach, aka Old Cluster Nuts, Puzzle Butter, number 1, Blue Simp Gimp Pimp with a wet.
Boo! Boo!
Okay. Hey. I get a mulligan, okay? Number 1, Blue Simp Gimp Pimp with a pet wimp chimp eating a crimp limp shrimp while riding a primp dimp blimp. Suck it.
I like that she started right from one side and like it was a journey and she made it all the way to the other side of the camera.
John Barron, Sassy Sony, Evola, Cyrem, The Adventures of Chibi RGB. Follow Chibi RGB as he joins a PBJ after his BBL recovery in NYC. Now available at every Books A Million. Mega Retro Man, Gamatroid, Mora Deep, Michael. What was it we had for dinner tonight? Well, we had a choice of steak or fish. Yes, I remember. I had lasagna, Lakite, and emo-esque. If you like what you hear today, we really hope you do, please consider joining us on Patreon. Your support helps cover the cost of producing the show, as well as other cool stuff we'll be doing, like prizes and giveaways. You'll also gain access to our bi-weekly patron-only bonus cast called Gamers Week Uncut, Patrons with Benefits. Visit patreon.com/gamersweek or follow the link in the show notes to learn more. And as a reminder, we're including the link to the GoFundMe for our patron, Sheriff Snacks, aka Brandon, who is currently undergoing a battle with cancer. We love him, so please consider helping and sharing.
Please do.
Yes.
Any little bit helps. And I like the fact that you went or you did that sound in her voice. You changed the voice up to the actress in Airplane. Mm-hmm. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you can change things and like play along, while we're reading these.
When
she wants to. Yeah.
And that's the part you have to remember.
It's my choice.
Taster's choice.
You're drinking Taster's Choice flavor crystals. What? you
son of a... All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our headlines.
This headline segment is proudly sponsored by Absolutely the Best Podcast. A work in progress. Each episode, George and Zach discuss because of the exclamation point.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Each episode, George and Zach discuss and rank all the best things, and right now they're ranking every movie in the Alien vs. Predator connected universe. This week, they've got a trivia question for us. What was the first video game to allow players to train defeated foes, adding them to their party with the ability to level them up through experience? Visit them at absolutelythebest.net or follow the link in the show notes.
The only game I can think of that you can do this is Pokemon. I was racking my brain. I'm like, all right, gotta catch him.
No, can you train the Pokemon you defeat, or you actually have to? You're catching them. That's the thing.
Well, you're defeating them, right? Then they're foes, right? They could take out all of your Pokemon if you're not careful, right?
Okay.
And then you add them to your party and then you level them up. The other thought was like, all right, what about summons? But I don't know of any summons necessarily in Final Fantasy that you can level up per se.
Well,
I know if you're talking like materia, you can, it just makes them stronger, I guess, but
that's still leveling up.
It is. I just don't know which Final Fantasy added that mechanic. I know 7 did it, but that was 1997, which was after Pokemon.
I don't think it was a reference to Pokemon or Final
Fantasy. It would be, it would be too obvious. And we know Zach, and he's Mr. Obscure.
I really don't have an answer for this one.
Yeah,
Nothing is coming up.
Yeah, like I said, Pokemon was the first thing that came to mind. And yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, for the record, I had nothing either, and Zach was quite disappointed because he wanted us to all guess Pokemon. But the answer is actually Dragon Quest V, which apparently came out in 1995, a year before Pokemon.
There you go.
Dragon Quest V. Okay.
That for you, that's Dragon Warrior 5.
Thank you. Yes. For me, and me only, it's Dragon Warrior 5, just like it's Final Fantasy 3.
All right. So this week's headline, June 2nd, State of Play officially kicked off the summer showcase season in the world of video games. Here's everything that was shown in the stream as we got a sneak peek into the future of PlayStation. Starting off with opening the show with another good look at Marvel's Wolverine, as Insomniac shows more Logan in action. It's set to be more linear action-adventure when compared to its studio's Spider-Man games, as was showcased in the chunk of gameplay, which also featured X-Men's Jean Grey. Next up, Fire Sprite is making a sequel to Supermassive's Until Dawn, and it's now going to be released in 2027. This one sees a group of ghost hunters visiting a tropical island, but it all looks to go wrong once a slasher killer-like figure turns up. Ooh, ooh.
Like Club Red?
Another unexpected but completely welcome surprise was the revival of the Stuntman series, appropriately titled Stuntman Hollywood. This one looks to be taking real-life movie and TV sequences from the likes of Fast and Furious, Mad Max, Back to the Future, and Knight Rider into the action this time around.
We got our first look at the stylish Kimuri, a 3-player action yokai hunting game coming in 2027. It's the first game from Unseen Games, the studio set up by former Tango Gameworks artist Ikumi Nakamura. A new Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis trailer gave us a good look at Crystal Dynamics' remake of Lara Croft's first adventure. It's looking very nice and, crucially, slick to control. Have you tried playing the original Tomb Raider recently? It's a nightmare. The release date is February 12, 2027. Rayman is back. We got a good look at gameplay from Rayman Legends Retold as Ubisoft revisits its beloved platformer. Capcom is looking to extend its winning streak with Onimusha Way of the Sword. The latest trailer comes alongside a release date of September 25th. A demo is also now available for the game.
We got additional looks at a slew of titles, also with promised release dates in September, including Control Resonant, Phantom Blade Zero, Silent Hill Townfall, and Dune Awakening, which is debuting on PS5 with a new single-player mode. Hope you're not planning on leaving the house that month. Squeak! Squeak! A first look at the Lost Wilds showed off some dinosaurs and stealth gameplay, but details are so far scarce. The full 1.0 release of Ori Dev Moon Studios' No Rest for the Wicked is coming to PS5 in October. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief had a story trailer for us. The release date is October 2nd. And the biggest reveal of this state of play had to be a first look at Santa Monica Studios' God of War Laufey. This extended 20-minute gameplay sequence gave us our first look at Faye, Kratos' wife, in action as she seemingly makes her way to the afterlife to face gods of different mythologies who aren't happy she's there. Oh, and there's a talking gelatinous cube voiced by the boys' Jack Quaid.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the pictures of him doing motion capture for the cube?
No.
I did not.
Yes. So they've got what looks like PVC pipes taped all around him in the shape of a cube, and he's standing in the middle with his motion capture stuff. I'm not sure what part of that performance they're capturing, but it seems that they're really making an effort to get an authentic cube experience.
Of course, it's a method acting thing. Just like with Heath Ledger, doing the Joker, and like you stay in that character whenever after they yell cut, and you're out there talking to your coworkers, and you're still acting like the Joker. Like he wants to embody the cube. I get it. I respect the hustle.
Mad respect for method acting the cube.
Could be gleaming the cube, but that's the follow up. That's the 2026 follow up to the 1990s hit Gleaming the Cube. Method acting the cube.
It just reminds me of Wayne's World, right?
Right. Gelatinous cube devours village.
I think that's terrific.
I think that's terrific.
So, what'd you guys think of the state of play? The first kickoff to not E3 month.
Not E3 month.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Summer Game Fest is actually on Friday this week when this episode releases, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We'll talk about it next week.
It's fine. I'm not upset at all.
No, everything is fine.
I loved it. There were so many games that were shown, especially Wolverine.
Yeah.
That looks bloody as you know what. And I'm happy. I'm very happy to see that Wolverine is non-discriminatory, because in his second kill, it's a female. And he's got the claws. He just jams it up in her skull. And you're like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you're not just showing one specific type of persons being slaughtered. You encompass everybody.
Equal opportunity
Gender
murder.
equality.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I love it.
It's like the Deadpool, like, is it misogynist if I hit you? Is it misogynist if I don't?
I did like, though, that he doesn't just kill him. Like, he kills him. Because
Yeah.
there's one where he's got the claws up through the skull, but then he still takes him and bashes his head 6 times against the concrete wall as if he wasn't already dead.
He's only mostly dead.
Yeah, it's freaking Wolverine, right? I mean,
Right.
he's in the rage, So, I mean, he's just, it's like double tapping. You got to be sure.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, fair enough.
I will say, though, I love this. I love that we, didn't dial back the violence. Like, we were willing to be as Wolverine-y as possible. I mean, granted,
Wolverine.
it's the comic book code and all that stuff didn't really have him that violent, but I would imagine, considering he's got 3 blades of adamantium attached to his arms, there wouldn't be a lack of blood, is what I'll say. Blood, guts, and sinew.
Right.
So,
I mean, as I understand it, I think you can set the level of gore that you want to play with. But of course, for the showcase, they dialed it up to 11.
oh yeah,
You have to. You absolutely have to.
Got to show off those splatter physics. And the other thing that I love is the new meme that's going around that arm hair is the new horse testicles. Because of the level of detail in Logan's arm hair.
Oh, I was like,
That's the Red Dead Redemption
Red
2.
Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Like, gosh, they're right. It's fantastic. So detailed.
Arm hair is the new horse testicles.
Yep, it's all the way up the shoulder.
Well, that's the thing about Wolverine. He's a hairy little guy.
yeah, that is one thing. They should definitely make him 5'2" for.
Yeah.
I hope that's one of the skins that you can get for him.
Who's this adorable little Harry Lou Retton? But that was explosive. Then, so Fire Sprite, I'm not sure if I think I kind of remember that one. It looked like a little story heavy, and the people were getting ready to do the nasty stuff and the making out. And then all of a sudden there's the killer with the oh my God, no. And it's like choice game. Like, you're running towards this guy. Do you push him off the cliff, or
Yeah.
do you,
R.I.P. to, what was his name? Daryl?
I don't know.
Darren?
Yeah.
I forget the name of the character. Yeah, where in the trailer it demonstrated the choice of, do you push him off the cliff or do you jump
Yeah.
on your own? And they showed the choice of pushing him off the cliff, and he does a swan dive right into a big boulder.
Ooh.
And then his insides were on the outside.
But that's the game that, like, you're playing it as a kid. And then at the exact moment that the girl is starting to straddle the kid or the other guy, that's when your parents walk in. That's when one of your parents walks in and it's like, what the hell are you playing? It could be blood and guts. It could be killing and all that stuff. But they see that, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, it's if your mom walks in, what the hell are you playing? Your dad walks in, he just sits down.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
Yeah, what's going on here, son?
That's what was so great about the first Until Dawn, was because you know how you watch a horror movie and you're like, well, if it was me, I would be running up the stairs. I wouldn't go outside. And then you
Right.
get to find out exactly what are the consequences if you had done that for all the different characters. So definitely when that trailer popped on, I was interested, even though it starts out like a really bad horror movie script.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
let's go to this deserted island and not pay attention to anything whatsoever. Like, you've never seen a scary movie once in your life, any of these characters. So it looks like it's going to be fun, though.
No, but I kind of like that it's almost like it's like a Dragon's Lair, except the choices don't instantly always kill you.
Yeah, you get a little bit of time, it looks
Right.
like, to make the choices. Yeah.
Right. But
Right.
I think that's kind of a cool concept.
Of course.
Puzzlebutter says they superimposed Danny DeVito to all the scenes in Wolverine, same height and hair.
Tell me that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Please tell me that's a real thing.
It sounds hilarious.
I mean, really, it's Frank from Sunny. Let's be honest. Like that's.
Give it 6 years when the game's popularity has dwindled and people are making mods for it. There will be a Danny DeVito mod.
Yes.
She said 100% yes. Is she saying 100% yes that it exists? Oh, I need to know. My nipples.
This is a real
they're hard.
thing?
My nipples are getting hard.
Stop. His penis can only get so erect.
It's not in the game. It's on YouTube, so it exists.
Somebody had the same idea. That's so awesome.
What did you guys think about the Stuntman game, Stuntman Hollywood?
So the old Stuntman games, I mean, they were okay. It was almost like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, where you were trying to get like just the right scene, and I don't know. It was it's on the similar level with that. So I'm not that terribly excited for a new Stuntman.
Really?
I don't know.
Are you, Blue?
Well, I've never played a Stuntman game. I guess I never was interested in them, but when they started showing this, and it kind of looks like a little bit of classic Need for Speed, like when it was actually fun.
Yeah.
Plus, it's showing all these vehicles from movies and these scenes that you can recreate. I was like, that looked fun as hell. But if what Ryan is saying and it's actually not fun, that's kind of disappointing.
Well, and I mean,
that was low-key my favorite from the showcase.
Honestly, again, though, it's playing in the nostalgia piece. I just don't know how long that's gonna last. Is what I'm saying.
How long it's going to carry you if the gameplay is crap? No, that's fair, but
the younger generation they don't know about the Miami Vice car. They don't know about Kit. They I don't know if the A-Team van is in there or the Dukes of Hazzard vehicle.
Somehow I think the Dukes of Hazzard one isn't good.
Probably not. Maybe slightly
There's
altered.
a skin for it. There's a skin for it, you know?
Just what's on top of the car? No, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Only available for sale in Alabama and Georgia.
Exactly.
So what do you guys think of Tomb Raider?
I like it. It's just like Ryan said, it's a little bit of the nostalgia grab, but it looks so much better than what the original PS1 looked like. And so the Legacy of Atlantis, is this a remake?
A remake of the first game.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a remake of the first one with an upgraded looking Lara Croft, no more triangles, and you can see the environments and enemies so much clearer. I love that game. It was one of the first games that I bought for my PlayStation when I did purchase it. And I do have a strong admiration for it. However, trying to go back and play this game now, no, sucks. Impossible.
There's so many games that are like that too, that now that you've been spoiled by modern controllers, control schemes and what have you. The camera. Camera.
The camera that actively hates you and antagonizes you.
Right.
Yep.
So I get it. I mean, it's like me going back to try to play GoldenEye nowadays. I struggle.
Yep. Tried it once, can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to it coming out though, because apparently they're already admitting to the AI use in it.
Ooh.
And so, there's going to be a lot of debate and soapboxing about that.
AI used to what extent?
I don't know. It's being reported that they've already got the AI disclosure on the Steam listing.
Okay.
I think as we go forward, everybody's going to have to decide on their own, like what level of AI use are you willing to support? But I guess where I'm getting tired is the people who have to go online and yell about every bit of AI in everything. Like, I get it. I hate it too, but like, I'm tired.
It's here. There's really nothing that
I'm
you can
tired,
do about
boss.
it. Yeah.
If you don't want to buy it, awesome, but you don't need to scream about it to everyone else.
Blue, that's how they get us. That's how they get us. When we stop screaming about it.
I know, that's what they all say, but like, I don't have the energy for that. I'm old.
Just pass the torch down to someone else.
Right. The next generation can rage about the AI.
I did notice for Rayman that our good friend Mark Kern, aka Grums on Twitter, was upset because they had reduced the boob size of one of the characters. He showed a bunch of like screenshots of it. So,
oh my God, who gives a f***?
Exactly. Mark Kern does. That's who.
I've never heard of this person before in my life.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it looked great. It had a lot of Sackboy vibes. I was looking forward to it.
There were a couple of games out here that are still following in the path of the ancient mythological Japanese, Chinese gods and stuff like that. And you know what? I'm not hating it. For a while there, it seemed like everything that was coming out was kind of like this. But Onimusha Way of the Sword looks phenomenal. Kamuri looks great. Yeah, amazing looking games that I'm looking forward to at least trying once.
I need to play the Onimusha demo this weekend when I get a chance to sit down with it. Really looking forward to it. But yeah, they just kept putting out these banger trailers and said September. And I was like, oh my God, I can't afford all of these all at once.
What a good problem to have, though.
It really is. Oh, and I squeezed so loud when Dune Awakening is coming to consoles now, and they said, hey, guess what? You've all been asking for a single-player mode? Here you go. Single player from start to finish, all by your lonesome. And I was like, oh my God.
They heard me.
They heard me in particular.
So you squeed or squeeged? I thought I heard squeeged. And if so, what is squeeged?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it, big guy.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, ask your mom.
Oh.
She'll explain it.
Hey, Mom, what is squeeged? So tell me about Dune Awakening. Have you played it before?
No, because I love the new Dune movies. They are some of my favorite movies. And then, what are you giggling about?
You made me watch the old one. It was so fucking weird.
Yes, I held a gun to your head and made you watch it.
With Sting?
Oh, God, it was so
you made it far longer than I did, so kudos. But they came out with a MMO for it. And it looked fantastic. I wanted to explore Arrakis and do all the Dune things, but I just didn't want to play online and deal with other players. So I never did play it. But now, not only is it coming to consoles, I don't have to deal with other players. I can just be me.
You can just squee by yourself.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you can squeege if you squee by yourself.
Self-squeeging. It's very important.
Self-squeeging.
Squeege care is healthcare.
That's a category on OnlyFans. Squeeging. We got to talk about God of Cube.
God of Cube. So the first thought I was thinking to myself watching this is like, oh, this is going to piss off the incels. This isn't a God of War game. There's a chick, you know.
Check and check.
I'm sure. Has that happened already? I haven't really paid attention.
Yeah, go ahead and give your point, and then I'll say, because I was kind of monitoring online. I was like, this ought to be good to see what people think of it.
Yeah, like popcorn.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't have a problem with Faye. Awesome. Cool. More story to play along with, and I'm sure Kratos shows up.
What do you mean? He's right there. He's in the very beginning. He's setting her on fire. And
just for like a second.
Right.
But you're talking about maybe a playable character. Like maybe he comes into the afterlife or something like that. I can see that happening. Yeah.
Or like you haunt him. Quit looking at that lady.
I think it's a great idea. You know, it adds more to the lore that is Kratos and everything. So I don't see a problem with it.
So what have the incels said?
Yeah, predictably, a lot of people are not enjoying the switch away from Kratos to his wife. And in some ways, I do agree that it's a bold choice. You take the title character out of a long established series and you replace him with somebody that is already dead before any of us even get to meet her. So there's not any sort of connection there. It feels a little bit like a raid and swap, except for they're being upfront about it.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And especially because you take a character who has essentially like been the poster child of toxic masculinity and swap him out for his wife. That is a bold choice. Now, I do also think, though, that the series was getting a little tired and it needs a refresh.
Agreed.
Of course.
This direction, though, I don't know about it. Because like the entire time I'm watching the trailer and instead of being like, oh my God, this looks amazing, I want to explore this world, the entire time I'm just like, what the f*** is going on?
It was a bit of what the f***. I get that. But if this game, let's step back for a second. If this game was not listed as a God of War game,
I would still be like, what the is going on?
that's fair.
I don't know if like 20 minutes straight right at the beginning of the game was really the best way to introduce this story. But they just kind of drop you in and it's a little bit of shock and awe. And like, look at all the weird shit that's going on. There's weird monsters. Maybe they're Egyptian deities. We don't know which mythology we're dealing with anymore. There's some weird like Wolverine lizard thing that is helping you for reasons unknown. And then the coup de grace, the talking gelatinous cube with the sword that's sticking in it that also talks because of reasons. And I'm going to be honest, has given me a little bit of Forspoken, that game. The one with the talking bracelet that was your weapon.
Yep.
And then, you've got another talking weapon and it's just like, I don't want my weapons to talk. I don't need to have this constant chatter in my ear the whole time. I just find it annoying.
Would you have liked it if the game focused on Kratos' son?
I think that would be a more natural choice to take the mantle of the series. But again, like I said, it's getting real tired. And so they did need a shakeup. This seems like a very big shakeup. And what the response online has been basically like, if you loved God of War, you fucking hate this direction. And if you didn't really care for God of War, then you really love this new idea.
That's actually spot on because I didn't care for God of War. So, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think they made a lot of bold choices and we'll just have to see where they go with it. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it's weird.
Simon Esther said, okay, new question. Who's angrier, Wolverine, Kratos, or God of War fanboys?
God of War fanboy, hands down.
Hands down.
I love the gelatinous cube. I'm just going to go out and say that. It would be funny if they reference Wayne World. That's also...
Combust a move where the games are played. It's chill, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade.
Well done.
This man has no penis.
Victor says what?
All right, so next up, Xbox boss Asha Sharma has reportedly warned staff that hard choices are ahead as Microsoft works to rebuild its gaming brand in the eyes of core fans while growing revenue. We are building a stronger Xbox, Sharma said in an internal memo.
That's going to get old.
Bring out the fanbots!
That means making hard choices about what we build, what we invest, and what kind of company we need to be going forward. On the surface, Sharma appeared to be saying many good things. However, many are beginning to worry that Xbox is getting bogged down in relatively pointless minutia. It has changed its formatting from Xbox to Xbox after the result of a Twitter poll. Its logo is green again, and it's changing.
Sorry, everyone.
The playtime shown on the Xbox to read in hours instead of days. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Xbox would still include rival hardware logos like PlayStation in its trailers for its first-party multi-platform games. But fans' pushback was loud enough to cause Sharma to reply, "It was a miss, and I own it. We are talking about how we adjust for the future Xbox shows."
Thank you.
Yeah. This feels like yet another iteration of Xbox fans complaining about issues that were incredibly small while the huge issues remain untouched. The controversy came along with the news that one of Microsoft's biggest games in the years, Fable, was being delayed until 2027, an enormously more significant issue. And yet, superfans are saying things like this logo issue is integral to Xbox growth. There are only so many easy nitpicks you can fix before you have to take on the real issues, and we have seen little evidence of much change, just caps lock fonts and green logos. While this will take time, the eye-rolling placation of problems that don't even really exist is nothing but obscuring the fact that these larger issues could take years to solve if they are ever solved at all. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's smart what she's doing, right? You always grab the low-hanging fruit first. Get that out of the way, get some wins in so that you can build up trust and PR with your fan base, get them back on board. So I get the strategy, but to your point, I think everything has been kind of surface level. And we've been saying this, I think, along with Asha Sharma, that we were impressed what she was doing at first, but let's see something of substance. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I think this article is being a little bit dramatic. Yes, there are systemic problems at Microsoft and Xbox, and they aren't easy fixes, probably any of them. And they are going to take some hard choices, like it mentions at the beginning. But I don't think there's any harm in the meantime throwing a bone to your core fan base. Okay, does it seem a little silly that if you're making a first party game and releasing it elsewhere, that you can't say you're releasing it elsewhere because it triggers your fan base? That's a little silly, but whatever. It's a low cost battle, so you can say, okay, fine. We'll take the PlayStation logo out of the Xbox showcase. It doesn't really cost you anything to do that.
This is a wrecked vehicle, a completely wrecked vehicle that you're trying to rebuild. And your first order of business is, oh, I'll just put a new Pine Fresh air freshener on the window, on the rearview mirror. Yep, there we go. Hey, baby steps. And I think it's unnecessary. It's ridiculous. To me, it feels like pandering.
It is.
They like it, though.
But then does it set a precedence that says, well, we said we wanted this and you gave us this, and now we said we wanted this, but you didn't give us this. What's going on here?
I agree that it's dangerous in that sense. When you set that precedent, I mean, Sonic, the movie, right?
Yeah, big precedent. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, it worked because
it did work. It did work.
Then audiences showed up for it.
But then audiences expected it for other things that they didn't like in movies, and were, pissing and moaning when things didn't change because the internet said it should, right? I mean, we talked about that for years, for crying out loud. But to your point, Donnie, when does the pandering stop?
When it's too much, yeah.
Yeah, and it's when whatever they're doing cuts into their profits. I think that's when the pandering stops. Changing the logo to caps probably doesn't change their
no big deal.
Revenue stream, yeah.
The fanboys that are still living back in the early 2000s with the extreme, to them, yeah, these are great wins, and it's like, oh man, they really get me. They're trying to make Xbox go back to its glory days where it's like Mountain Dew, neon green, and everything is radical. Yeah, no, it's just we're trying to get a little bit more money out of you. So if you can't see that, you're an idiot.
I agree. The delay of Fable is quite a hit to their lineup, but has anybody really surprised?
No.
The game's been delayed umpteen times before, and it's been delayed again.
Games are delayed constantly.
Right.
And we've seen what happens when the collective people are out there with their pitchforks and everything, and they're saying, hey, release this game. It's been 8 years already. Release the game. All right, fine. We release the game. Oh, this is a big pile of dog shit. Why'd you release this game?
Yeah, it's so buggy.
It won't even play on this console.
Cyberpunk, you've taught us so much.
Right, but apparently not enough. But yeah, Asha Sharma's only been there 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Did they really think that she was going to be able to walk in and say, all these problems that have been long-standing at Fable for the last 8 years or however long it's been in development, I'm going to fix them in 2 months. We're going to get this game out on time? I kind of don't think that was realistic. Mm-hmm. It's the next 5 years that are really going to show what direction that she's able to take this company in, and especially when Project Helix releases. Right. That's going to be a big test for her. But in the meantime, I don't see any harm in just dropping a couple of bones to the fan base.
One of the things that does concern me, though, is the term hard choices. From my experience being in corporate America, hard choices is like the soft way of saying layoffs.
Yep.
Hope that's not the case. Hopefully that is not the typical coded way to say we're going to have layoffs, but it says we build, we invest, and we got to make hard choices for the company we want to be going forward. That sounds to me like cost cutting and layoffs.
Yeah.
When you walk in and you see that the free coffee is replaced by a coffee vending machine, it's time to get the F out.
Right.
I would start polishing my resume as soon as this internal memo went around.
Yup.
And do we have to keep calling it an internal memo? Nobody sends memos anymore. This is not the 1980s.
It's an email. It's an email,
right?
Yeah.
Plus, they're not internal anymore because they all get leaked.
Exactly.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. But nobody stops by your desk with like a little, here's a memo. Here you go.
Maybe that's how they still run things.
At Microsoft, the computer company.
You never know.
Yeah, they don't use Outlook.
Outlook sucks.
I know.
I wouldn't blame them for not wanting to use it.
Yeah, we don't use it either.
Teams, we hate that shit.
Right. All right, next up, Nintendo 3DS signed by Shigeru Miyamoto is up for auction. It's already over $21,000. How much would you be willing to pay for a new Nintendo 3DS XL in 2026? How about one signed by Nintendo legend Shigeru Miyamoto himself? The winner of the 2015 Nintendo World Championships has put his prize system up for auction. The 2015 Nintendo World Championship winner, John Numbers Goldberg, who came out victorious after competing in a number of games, including Splatoon, Smash Brothers for the Wii U, Mario Kart 8, and Super Mario Maker, the latter of which hadn't actually been released at the time. His prize wasn't just a trophy, but a signed handheld, the newest model at the time, presented by Mario and Zelda creator Miyamoto. On the eBay listing for the 3DS, Numbers reminisces on the win, and while saying that it's been over a decade now and thought it might be cool to put the system up for auction, I figure somebody might like to get their hands on a national treasure like this. And apparently the bidding war is fierce. One person in the replies shares a screenshot from the high-end video game Facebook group in which one apparent bidder, whose name has been redacted, writes, "Just a public service announcement. Whoever is outbidding me on this first place NWC prize on eBay, expect to pay through the roof as I'm not quitting. That is all. Best of luck to everyone who wants to compete with them." Must be nice to have tens of thousands of dollars to throw around.
On a national treasure.
Come on, national treasure. Is it really?
No. I mean, it's got provenance to it. I get that. Like, yeah, it was the winning prize for whatever.
But it's not even like a special edition one or anything. It's just plain on the cover, and it's just got some like a gold Sharpie of Miyamoto's signature.
Right.
That's what I was just getting ready to ask and look up. Is this like one of the Super Nintendo 3DS XLs? That would be really cool. But if it's just a regular 3DS XL that he signed, okay, you know what? Maybe I can try to spend a little less money. Hey, I'll go to Japan. I'll take a trip to Nintendo's offices. Hey, Shigeru, can you sign this? Sure.
And he'll be like, hi.
A hell of a lot cheaper than spending $21,000 or possibly $30,000 for us. Come on, man.
I think the thing is that because it's associated with Nintendo World Championships is why people are interested in it. But the problem that you run into is if you look at like NWC 1990, right? Like that was the peak, the zeitgeist. It was the movie The Wizard kind of played into it as well. So like that was cool. That was a part of everything that we wanted to be a part of. The one that went on in 2015, who cared? Like it wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't something where I think a lot of people were that into anyway. Even though Nintendo is a much bigger company and had a lot more people who had Nintendo products at the time, I just don't think it was a part of the, average person's, or at least on their radar, to say the least. So yeah. That's why the national treasure piece to it, I think that's a hell of a stretch.
A national treasure piece to me would be a Game Boy kiosk, the big Game Boy kiosks or something like that. That's a national treasure piece.
Signed by Gunpei Yokoi.
Exactly. Absolutely. I would love something like that. But this...
And you know what would be cool about it is if you had like the Wii U controller that you played and that you won... That was signed by Miyamoto. Then you could say, like, I used this to win the Nintendo World Championships, or the guy who did use this to win it. But this was just a prize. This was like, they just handed it to you, and then you went, oh, hey, Shigeru.
Does this thing have a COA?
Certificate of Authenticity?
Yes.
I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think because the eBay listing is a bunch of pictures of him with it. And like the accompanying like letter and photos and, trying to prove it is what it is and he is who he says it is. But I mean, I'm not going to begrudge anybody trying to make a little money. I think he's had this thing sitting on a shelf somewhere for 11 years. And he thought, I really need some money. Because if it was just about the preservation, you would say here, Video Game Hall of Fame or the Strong National Museum of Play. Here's this thing. It's very important. Let's make sure everybody gets a chance to see it. But it's like, nah, I want to make $21,000 or more because I got bills to pay, which everybody does. Not going to begrudge him that.
I will say.
It's like, let's just be honest about it, what we're doing.
Right. I will say in the background, if you go to the Museum of Play and like go into the back, they have so many of these types of things that are just sitting on a shelf that aren't even out in display. Like they have awards from award shows. It's like sitting up on a shelf somewhere you know, just says like, 20 or 2003 game of the year, right? And like somebody's just like gave them their trophy and it's just chilling there. So I don't even know if this would make the floor.
Well, it's not very interesting looking, so probably not.
Right.
But what would it take, assuming you had $21,000, what would it take to get you to bid that much on something like this?
I just told you. I told you what I wanted.
The Game Boy kiosk?
A Game Boy kiosk, something like that.
I want a tuft of Shigeru Miyamoto. Never mind.
He's a shaver. You're never going to get that.
All that down the drain, right?
He goes to the pubes.
Pubes.
Well played, Blue. Well played. All right, so why don't we go ahead and move forward by talking about our top 3 new releases.
First up, River City Saga, Journey to the West, out on PS5, Switch, and PC. River City's first roguelike built for solo play, and all of the main characters are Kunio, a wild, exhilarating comedy action-adventure where you grow stronger with each run. With a whopping 80 different secret skills available, discover your ultimate build and mow down the swarms of enemies. Next up is Fate Keeper, out on early access on PC. Venture into a handcrafted world where ruins whisper of past cataclysms. Master the art of sword and sorcery and forge your path with relics, spells, and choices that shape who you become in this first-person RPG. And then finally, The Seventh Guest remake, out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The iconic 1993 interactive movie puzzle adventure game has been brought back to life with modern technology, delivering an atmospheric story like no other. Explore a foreboding mansion, solve a mind-bending puzzle, and uncover its dark secrets. The Seventh Guest is the ultimate mystery adventure reimagined for modern platforms. So out of these 3, what are you in for, Donnie?
All of them look great. River City Saga looked fun. Fate Keeper looks really cool. The first-person RPG, it's given me Elder Scrolls vibes. Mm-hmm. But the one that I'm going with is a game that is close to my heart. The Seventh Guest. I have loved this game since the 90s when I first played it, when I used to stay at my friend's house, and I got to play on his dad's computer. There was one puzzle in that game that just drove me absolutely nuts because I could never beat it. And it was a weird blob Othello type puzzle. And it sucked. It sucked so hard. Even using a walkthrough trying to play that game to beat it recently on Steam was just it was just mind-numbingly bad. But this one looks like it's got newer puzzles, a newer, maybe not so much a newer story, but a revamped story with better graphics, way better graphics. So I'm looking forward to this one. I think that one's going to be, I've already put it on my Steam wish list. It comes out tomorrow, and hopefully it's cheap enough that I can pick it up. Mm-hmm. It's also available for VR.
Really?
Yeah, my whole thing with VR, but this could be a different game to play on VR if there's not a lot of movement.
That's a bold choice, Cotton.
I know.
Worst part about VR is even if you have a bucket, you got to find it.
It's the whole, cream soup thing.
Cream soup thing. Oh. Yes.
The cream-based soup.
All right. What about you, Ryan?
So River City Saga, Journey to the West. I'll be honest with you. I'm still beating them up out, if you will. Oh. So this one is probably a no-go, even though love River City Ransom. Love the Kunio stuff. Those are all like, World Cup and V-Ball and all that stuff. It's all fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Super Spike V-Ball.
Yeah. Again, just beat 'em up out for now. Maybe I'll check it out when I'm less resistant to that. Which brings me to Fate Keeper. This looks chaotic as which depending on how good the controls go, this could either be super fun or super frustrating. So have to get in and see how things go with that. But it feels like almost like a Bloodborne kind of thing, and I'm assuming that that's probably the case. It's probably super hard, but it does have a rat Yoda in it. And, right. It talks to you and it tells you that the pain is going to be immense. And, I'm all for that. So who doesn't want a pet rat Yoda? Which brings Seventh Guest. That looks fun. That looks so fun. I'm not a puzzle guy. I am definitely, when it comes to puzzles and me, they just don't work. But for something about this just seems like it's a fun playthrough. So I'm willing to give it a try. So if I had to pick out of these three, the one that seems the most approachable and probably the most fun is going to be Seventh Guest. And I think I would be better on the PC, maybe play at a higher frame rate. I mean, they got live action characters in it. So
yes.
Yeah.
And they look a lot better.
Yes, they certainly do. And you know what? It's going to take me back to the Tex Murphy types of games too, with the little cutscenes and all that crap. So yeah, Seventh Guest, I think is going to be mine.
Very nice.
All right, Blue, what about you?
Yeah, I think all three of these games look really great. River City Saga, Journey to the West. I feel like the roguelike element of this could be enough to break my beat 'em up fatigue, gives it a new spin. I love roguelikes, so I'm definitely interested in that. Fate Keeper looks amazing. Like you said, a very strong Elder Scrolls vibe. It's first person though, and I hate first person. I hate it so much.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Respect what they're doing. It looks great. Hopefully it succeeds because it is early access. Hopefully it's not too rough for everybody who decides to dive in now. Simon in the chat, why is Fate Keeper only $10? It looks amazing. So I don't know if $10 is like the early access price, but it kind of sounds like if you want to get in, this is an affordable time to do so.
Right.
Yeah.
The Seventh Guest remake. I have never played this game, but I have heard people speak of it reverently over the last 30 years. Oh God, 30 years. And so this is a prime example of remakes when they're used to the best possible capabilities,
right,
is to take a game like this that was really hard to find and upgrade it and make it accessible on modern platforms. Mm-hmm. Everybody can play it, but it still clearly retains that kind of FMV spirit. And I love puzzle games. So I'm going to say my choice is Seventh Guest, with River City Saga in second place.
Nice.
I feel like this is a week that I could play any one of these games.
I agree. None of them I think would be a disappointment whatsoever.
Right. So Ryan, what are you offering to the patrons this time for not posting the poll?
That's a good question.
Boo, hiss.
I had a really busy day. Okay. Just want to point that out. You know what? I'm gonna throw myself at the court and ask for mercy.
They will perhaps only ask for one nude this time.
See, that's mercy.
Mercy, we don't know what that is. Before we move on, let's take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This segment is proudly sponsored by the Retro Game Club podcast. It's a fantastic family-friendly retro gaming podcast. In each episode, Rob and a guest pick 2 games to play and discuss, as well as news, interviews, and other topics. This week, they're doing a special episode on the April 1991 issue of EGM, covering things like the impending Super Nintendo release in the US, the rumored $750 Sony-developed CD add-on for the Super Famicom, and a personal April Fool's story from one of the hosts. Visit them at retrogameclub.net or follow the link in the show notes. And I'm pretty sure I might have that issue of EGM over there.
Now that sounds to me like a national treasure, historical treasure. That's a lot of important events in gaming history, all chronicled together.
1,000,000%. Yes, Ryan? You made it sound like you were getting ready to speak.
But I don't think what I had to say was terribly profound, so I'm going to let you speak.
Oh, you can.
Nope.
All right.
On you, bud.
Well, hey there, fellow kids. We're going back in time, so spritz on that Curve cologne, put on that puka shell necklace, and make sure your Mitsubishi Eclipse has enough gas, because where we're going, you're going to need it. This is the Retro Rewind for June 2001. Let's take a look at some of the movies that were hot at the theaters this month. We have Shrek, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Pearl Harbor, The Fast and the Furious, the original Fast and the Furious, Swordfish with the amazing hacking montage,
And the rack.
Yeah, you can. Who could forget the rack? That's a great rack. Atlantis, the Lost Empire, The Animal, which was
Rob Schneider.
Oscar.
And here I was about to say, gosh, I've seen everything on this list. Never mind.
Except for The Animal. Moulin Rouge, Dr. Dolittle 2, and Evolution. It's funny I say Moulin Rouge because on topping the Billboard charts this month, Lady Marmalade by Christina Aguilera, Hanging by a Moment in Lifehouse.
Christina Aguilera, Pink, and
Little Kim.
Little Kim.
Yeah, those were the...
Yeah. I think Maya was there too.
Yeah, you're right, Maya.
Huh.
That song was a low-key jam back in the day. Not sorry about it.
Played over and over and over and over.
Yeah, that tends to
again.
happen, as was the Lighthouse song you just mentioned.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. As was All For You by Janet Jackson and Ride With Me by Nelly and Follow Me by Uncle Cracker. My Baby by Little Romeo. Fiesta, R. Kelly. Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott. Of course, that one is a classic. And Drops of Jupiter by Train and Peaches and Cream by 112.
Go Hobo Go says, even stoned, The Animal was unbearable.
Games released this month. Well, not only games, but a game system. The Game Boy Advance released in June of 2001. We have Sonic Adventure 2 for the Dreamcast, Castlevania Circle of the Moon for the Game Boy Advance, along with Super Mario Advance, Twisted Metal Black for the PS2, Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare for PS1, Final Fantasy Chronicles for the PlayStation 1, Army Men Advance and Bomberman Tournament for the Game Boy Advance, Bloody Roar 3 for the PS2, Evil Dead Hail to the King on multiple platforms, NBA Street for the PS2, and last but not least, Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction for the PC.
Wow.
I played that game for hours and hours and days and weeks and months.
Same.
What was hot at Blockbuster, you ask?
I did ask that.
You did. I could hear it like psychically. I'm like tractor beam. For the PS2, it was The Bouncer, Onimusha Warlords, Gauntlet Dark Legacy, ATV Off-Road Fury, and 4x4 Evolution, right? You're making the same face that I am. Like, who's renting ATV Off-Road Fury? Is that one of like the last games?
It's one of those things like, it was like Tony Hawk was out. Then there was like the bike one with Matt Hoffman. And this was just like, let's see how many more extreme things we can put out there. Yeah.
Where was the rollerblade games at?
Jet Grind Radio.
Yeah.
Or Jet
For the
Radio.
PS1, it was Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Spec Ops Ranger Elite, Driver 2, Rogue Spear, MTV Sports, TJ Lavin's Ultimate BMX. 2 BMX games topping the charts for the PS1. For the N64, it was Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Paper Mario, and Dr. Mario 64. And to this day, I still have not played Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Fantastic. You would love it. You absolutely would love it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good platformer game. It's not like Bubsy.
It's not that it's it's not the game. It's everything else in the game that you would love.
Okay.
Right. Like you fight a mighty Pooh who sings to you. There's a flower that is, how did you put it earlier? Not well endowed, but what would be the term that I thought you said something earlier?
Chestically enhanced or something like that?
Chestically enhanced. There we go.
Yeah.
It's a sunflower that's chestically enhanced.
I like that.
But it starts off with like, all right, this character gets drunk at the bar.
On the N64, no less. Okay.
Right. They have on the Xbox, they have Conker's Reloaded, but I think if I remember right, it's slightly censored.
Okay.
Boo.
Which is kind of weird. Like so N64 has the uncensored version and Xbox, the Extreme console, has it censored. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, and last but not least, for the Dreamcast, the top 5 were 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker, Half-Life, Daytona USA, Spider-Man, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
This is a real bleak month.
It was 18-wheeler American Pro Truck and ATV off-road. Like, what year is this? What were you doing back in June of 2001? Do you remember? Well, I was in Utah at Dugway Proving Grounds serving my country as part of my 2-week military training. You know what that entailed? Pool parties, watching movies, and lying around playing my Game Boy for 2 weeks. What were you doing?
I was getting my license.
Ooh.
I would have been, it's summertime, so I would have been waiting tables after classes, college classes let out.
Summertime.
Because I would have just turned 16.
Oh. Well, I was 21. No. I was 23. Jesus. Okay. Sorry. I can't math. That was by far the easiest 2-week military training that I had ever done because we get there, we spend one night in the barracks, we go out in the field, we only spend one night out in the field, and the next day they bring everybody back in. We're in the barracks for 2 weeks. We're going to the pool, the local pool that's out there, going into the rec center, watching movies, playing ping pong, doing all this other crap. It was fun.
Looking at the girls that are chestically enhanced.
Exactly. Well, it's all hidden by a BDU. You can't really see it until you take that off of it. In the video game news, generous businessman suffers heart attack at 74. The video game world recently mourned the passing of Sega president Isao Okawa, who died of heart failure in mid-March. He was 74. Okawa's contributions to both Sega and several charities were large and legendary, like me. Arguably Sega's biggest cheerleader, Okawa supported the company financially as well as spiritually. When the company had trouble rebounding from the disappointments of the Saturn, Okawa stepped in as president. When Sega announced it would be discontinuing the Dreamcast, nervous investors were calmed when Okawa returned his personal shares in the company, effectively donating close to $700 million of his own money to keep Sega afloat. Isao Okawa. What's changed in the past couple of seconds?
Are you having a stroke?
I guess. Hopefully not.
His face is starting to droop.
Isao Okawa additionally gave generously to the MIT Media Lab and established the Okawa Foundation, a charitable organization for informational technology. The foundation's annual awards recognize scientific advancements with financial grants. Now, Okawa's death is yet another blow to struggling Sega's morale. But the company's business goes on. Sega named CEO Hideki Sato to the post of president a week after Okawa's passing. Sato is a 30-year veteran and planned Sega's software-only comeback strategy with Okawa last fall. Sega's plans to discontinue the Dreamcast and create software for the PS2, Game Boy Advance, Xbox, and other consoles remain unchanged. Now, the question for the moment. N64 owners, what are your thoughts about the system lately? They've polled several readers and what they thought about the N64. Cough, cough, getting blurry, cough, wheeze, not much time left, cough, goodbye, cruel world. That comes from CT Olpin at redwoodhighschool.org. I tried that email, not active.
No.
So the emails that we were getting back saying things are not active. Okay,
Yes.
now I get it. Okay, I was like, I could have swore we got hacked. Like,
I used to play it a lot. I recently bought PlayStation 2, so the only one who plays it is my little brother, and that's because I never let him play with my PlayStation 2. That says Abernally3 at hotmail.com. Not an active email. I love it. Am I ever so happy I have it? Zelda Majora's Mask and Conker's Bad Fur Day will keep me entertained while I wait for the Game Boy Advance and the GameCube. I blew off the dust and replaced Perfect Dark with Conker's Bad Fur Day. Lately, the blasted thing has always sucked. It just collects the dust my Dreamcast blows off my PS2. So you have a mix of people who liked the N64, like Frankie, and other people who thought that the N64 sucked and it was dead and it was dying. And to contend with the PS2 and the Xbox, there's no way. The N64 was not up there on that level with big boy gamers. It was back there with the child's toys.
Well, counterpoint though, in that list of games that you said were the top games at Blockbuster, Nintendo was the only lineup worth anything.
Correct. I will not say I will not fight you on that one because the list of games for the Dreamcast, the PS1 and PS2, they weren't hitting. The Bouncer? I don't even remember that game.
Right. You're going to put Conker's Bad Fur Day up against the Bouncer in ATV off-roading. The N64 may not have had as many games, but it was quality over quantity.
Agreed.
In what's on that list.
Yeah, that list. Now, if it was July or any other month that probably had banger games, I'm sure the N64 would have fell flat. I could see the vein throbbing on Ryan's forehead.
Hey, I am choosing the high road. I am not saying a word. I'm woosahing.
Woosah. Thank you for listening to this edition of the Retro Rewind. If you like what you hear, send us an email and let us know what your fond memories were from June of 2001, gaming or otherwise. But please keep it PG-13.
Nice.
Would you really object if they sent you like a Dear Penthouse?
No, I would not. But it's like we try to keep this show PG-13 for the most part.
We try, but we're not successful.
I have to PG-13ify it afterwards.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm doing you a favor.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to episode 215 of Gamers Week Podcast. And a big thank you to the Retro Game Club Podcast, Love Retro BTW, Pixel Pond Production Company, and absolutely the best podcast, Oh Work in Progress, for sponsoring this episode. Don't forget to check out their links in the show notes. And if you want to connect with Gamers Week, follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky at Gamers Week PC. Watch us right here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Gamers Week Podcast, where we record live every Wednesday at 8:30 Central Time. Email us at gamersweekpodcast@gmail.com. Visit our merch store at gamers-week-podcast.creator-spring.com, or do it the easy way and follow the link in the show notes. And last but not least, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/gamersweek. And finally, since you made it all the way to the end of the episode, please leave us a rating and review to let us know how we did. We really do value your feedback. And while you're there, consider subscribing on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. On Spotify, we lost a follower. And
what?
Tier. And we're so close to getting to 500 on Spotify. Every time I lose somebody, it's just like, no.
Oh my God, no.
Baby, I come back. You can blame it all on Donnie.
Oh, which reminds me. So it's a new month. We will be doing another giveaway at some point for those of you who stop in every Wednesday and sit with us and hang with us and make our content so much better. We will be giving away another game this month to you, as well as those members in our Discord. You will get two options or two chances if you are both. If you're a member of our Discord and you stop in every Wednesday night, you will get a chance to win a brand new game, one of the games that we have talked about. So you could possibly end up winning River City Saga or the Seventh Guest Remake or Fate Keeper. So just stay tuned for that.
And host can win, right?
Negative. You cannot.
Just my luck.
That was the only reason Ryan's even here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just here so I can get prizes.
Yeah. Not to get fined, but get prizes.
Right. All right, guys. Well, thank you again. Have yourself a good night.
We will see you guys back Monday with a game playthrough.
Yep.
I'm not sure if we're going to do more Mouse PI for Hire, Sonic Spinball, or something else. Who knows?
Excellent. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Take care. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. There's been a couple of things making the rounds this weekend as far as like voice actors going to cons and whatnot, and even just regular actors. And one of the regular actors was the guy from Clue. He was the stranded motorist.
Oh.
He's like, and you'll never guess who's here. And all of a sudden he gets plopped or whatever.
Yeah.
He was also in Jaws and Jaws 2. Really? And he's like on the circuit. Like, I'll take a picture with you, a selfie, I'll sign something, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, is that big enough of a reel, like an actor reel to go on the con circuit?
I mean, apparently it's working for him, so.
I don't know if it is or not.
His booth is just him sitting there going, I'll sign anything, I swear.
Yeah.
Like,
$5.
right?
Buy me some tacos.
Whose autograph do you want? I'll give you that one.
Thank you, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut.
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut.
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut, patrons with benefits. This is the unscripted, patron-only bonus cast with less editing and more dirty jokes. We don't know where the conversation will go, but we're sure it will be weird.
This fish just went right on my nipple, and I'm just like,
I Google Street Fighter 6. The first search result that comes up is people think they can see Ryu's dick in the Street Fighter 6 reveal.
Listen up here, kids. You're not going to want to get one of those VD STDs things, right? Make it fall off. When you go, grab a pro. You'll be doing it for America.
that was perfect.
If you want to hear weekly episodes of our patron-only bonus cast, join us at patreon.com/gamersweek.